My name is Marcia Benaud, and I was born in Campbelltown, which was country in those days. I worked in a chartered accountant's office as a shorthand typist, and I met Richie there. He was 16 and a half. Richie left to go and work with the Sun newspaper, and it was when I met him on the train going home one evening that we decided to go out together. And he came to a dance with me. It was evening wear, and he took me to see, I think it was Oklahoma, at the Roxy Theatre in Parramatta. And anyway, we were married in 1953, and we have two sons, Gregory, who is 61 now, and Jeffrey, who is 58. Rich and I were married for 14 years, and I was with him for the whole of his cricketing career, when he was made captain and when he was given the Order of Australia medal, and he was taken from me, and the untold pain and suffering was immense and devastating to myself and the children. But eventually we seemed to recover and carried on with life, as you have to. When Richie passed away, I felt that a letter I had received from a solicitor was very upsetting. I listened to 2GB and found that Turner Freeman were such good lawyers, so that I rang and made an appointment, and Mr. Goldberg was the lawyer I first saw. He read the letter and also read the answer that I had written back. And then he asked further questions and then decided, with the barrister's opinion, that I should proceed to challenge the will that Rich had made. Mr. Goldberg was always there, and if I needed some help, I'd ring him, and he always answered my questions fairly and honestly. He worked so hard on the different affidavits that he organised within a couple of days for the first affidavit to be lodged. And I thought he worked so quickly and honestly, it was remarkable. I thought, no, he is the one. I was always informed by Mr. Goldberg, either by letter or phone, and this was a great help because it relieved my mind and I didn't have to worry so much because I wasn't used to the legal work. My main concern about seeking legal advice was the fact that I was unfinancial and couldn't afford legal fees. But when it was offered the fact that their policy was no win, no fee, I was relieved, actually, and it meant that I could contest the will. The journey was so much easier. I really felt that I was handing everything over to him, and he was the one that carried the burdens, not me. So I was very happy with the conclusion of the matter, and we were settled before going to court, and that was important. I would recommend Turner Freeman always to anybody at all that approached me.